Pappy's house. I've got it painted. I've got a spot or two that I may try to touch up, but I've lightly sanded the runs, and then I took this mother's polish and polished it, and it came back pretty good. I tried to use the semi-chrome, but it didn't seem to work as well on this paint. This paint's only 48 hours old, so maybe that has something to do with it. If I let it cure longer, it'll probably work better. So I'm going to put some stuff back together because I'm itching to get this thing off my desk and to play it a little bit. My first time to ever play a lap steel. You can see the old original color in there. At least I think you can. The color is a newer, brighter. Grab everything. Here we are with the tuner. Should fit right back because I didn't do anything to it. There's 3 screws that appear to not be original and 3 that do appear to be. These have slightly domed heads, as do all of these for the bridge. The nut has very tiny specialized screws. This little plate has a couple little tiny flathead screws. These are for the pickups and the volume plate that I made, wherever that went to. But I probably won't put that on until I get the pots wired into it. So I'll just leave it back in here. So I'll start with the peg head. These 2 match, this one doesn't. So I'll put it in the middle. Put these 2 on the outsides. Off again, inflated them again that second time. That one's super easy. Okay, we're going to call it good. Hopefully this will fit back in here better this round. It does. And I decided that we're going to put in one that was slightly different. Very much of this manual screwdriver work. Ooh, that one's stripped out. So, to combat that, we're going to put a toothpick down there with a little dab of glue. Be right back. On camera, obviously it's going to be the opposite. There. Little dab of dubia. Poking it on down. Oh, slower and more controlled. Okay. Now that one's stripped too. Held. These need to hold pretty decent. There's a lot of tension on these strings. Good. That one is still a little bit tough. I sprayed this with flat clear coat. Dead flat. It doesn't look any different really, other than it enriched the color a little bit, but it's going to keep that from flaking. It's so delicate. I just need to remember if that goes that way or this way. I have to look at a picture. I know how this goes. So let's put this on. I've got the screws all sorted out for that. Alright. I believe that's done. I need to drill. So I'm going to put my pickup in right here, or my jack. You're going to put the recessed jack in there. So I need to make that this size. I'm afraid that's going to do that. That will stick into where the pot's going to go. So let me mop all that up to see. Do a little more. Right there. I was looking too hard. I don't know why I can't wear. So that's there. Doesn't even look like the pot fits in the hole. We're going to get the other one out upside down. And it doesn't. It's on that side. Oh, you know what? This barely fits because there's paint bubbled and rolled over the edge. Now, let's see if it fits in there. It does barely. Alright, let's see if this fits in there. It does. Looks like I got the pot drilled just in the perfect spot to match up with these holes. Hallelujah. You know what, I might as well stick them both in there to see how. So now let's see how much space I have. That much before sticking into the pot. What I could do is lower this down, because the bottom of the pot above the hole. So if I put this like that, the jack would be below that, and it should work, right? Right. That's the plan. Stan. We're in millimeters. 21.98, so we're going to call that 22 millimeters. Okay, I got a 7/8 Forstner bit. I'm going to drill a test hole to see if the thing fits. And I guess to see if my bit's sharp enough to drill it. Fits perfectly. Just the tiniest little bit of play. So this maybe is not where I want it. I need to take it back this way. Almost need to take it back to there. I will take it back to there, and I will mark it here with a light pencil line that I can see. Okay. Get me a clamp. Scary. Kind of afraid of that. So I need another clamp. Should have measured that, huh? Sorry about bumping the fancy measuring gauge. I gotta go ways deeper yet. I'm into that channel. I'll probably have to carve the rest of it out with a chisel back in there. You can see how this is all ratted out. And then there's my clean hole. goes into there. Alright, well, I'll take this in, do a cleanup, and start over. Well, I got it hollow ground, so it should be shape for the shape we're in. So, that'll turn that way, and that should work charmingly. How about that? I will turn this sideways, or maybe that way. I'll do it sideways so that these holes are crossed. It still shouldn't affect, should still have plenty of room. Bang a hunk of solder down in there. Guess whenever somebody was soldering before, they dropped them. Okay, we're cleaned up. Gotta bring the parts box back. Let's get to this. Now that they're both in there, it looks like I need to route that out just the tiniest bit to line up with the holes. 1/16 of an inch. Doggone it. Okay. Alright, got the smaller chisel this time. I did it on this end, I need to go just a fuzz more on that end. Alright, now we got the blade we need. I can't keep this towel clean. So I have to take this blue tape off of here. I put that blue tape on too late after I already put a couple coats of paint on. This is the original color and it's visible in here and here and here. So I don't feel too bad that I did make a blunder. Okay, I got to take this off. Get those screws started properly. There is no left or right or up or down on it, so. There we go. Tightened it nicely. Oh, that's good. Now just a guess if this is gonna fine, it will. Well, it's just right at the borderline, so I want to try to make sure that that is down and not sticking up, or one of these tabs is sticking up, because it could ground out on that case of that pot. That's how tight clearance is. Do it like that, we are golden. Oh, I'm happy with that. And then the pickups for last. Round. I don't have enough of the originals, so let me see what happens. Here it goes. That's on. Let me look at my pictures to find out which way this goes. I would assume it goes this direction. Is this pointing? No, that's the way I'm going to put it on. I don't have to assume. That's correct. It just doesn't fit very well. This one's a little small. Got both the screws lined that direction. This has got little narrow grooves and big fat grooves. So one of the holes is obvious. So important to get the other one be obvious too. And it must be because it started. We're getting close. We're getting close. Now this flops up and down, and I'm assuming it was probably too low because it had a wrench under it before. So if that's the case, I might end up drilling it. I have to put a set screw in it, but we can adjust height independently. We'll let it go because no doubt it's going to push it all the way to the bottom. And that's going to put it lower than this end. So I'm assuming you want the strings parallel. Let's see if I've got a piece of straight edge. This is a 26-inch scale. Well, it is almost exact. Especially if the strings go into the groove. So, I guess they know what they're doing after all. Maybe it vibrated. Possible it vibrated. Didn't have enough down pressure on it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'm gonna do those. Save the electronics for last. Time it is. It is 9:30, November 29th, a couple days after Thanksgiving. And I am going to try to put these pickups in. All the way in the hole, so awesome. that's so tight. All right, I'm going to take it back out and let's see if I take that apart, I'll never get it back together. Even worse. I'm going to get 3 more wires through that same little tiny hole. Got it. There we go. That's through the front, and to the back. I'm afraid if I keep screwing with this, I'm going to scratch that plate. That would not make me happy, as much work as I put into doing it. A little brown wire in here to knock the solder off of it. If it's in there. Time to put this in the hole. Hot dog in the old town tonight. Oh, looks like I didn't have the camera on for my last few soldering. So let me take these screws out and show you what I did. Got all the ground wires in, and I put a wire nut on them after I soldered them. And I soldered the last wire into the pickup, or into the jack, and everything else looks like nothing's touching. We're folding it all down. Getting it set. Now we're going to put a toothpick in that hole because I just shoved the screw all the way down into the bottom. It shut off again. I'm not sure why it's shutting off on me. Let me just jostle it around a little bit. I heard it beep. Okay, I can get it done before it quits beeping. So, the card filled up, and I'm not sure where it cut you off, but I've got it all put together, and I'm hoping that you saw the soldering footage and the connection footage. I'm going to do one final test just to test continuity on everything. But that won't have it because it's isolated. The bridge under there has it. So everything is grounded, and I'm going to touch. All right, that's a good thing. Got strings, got a tuner, and I got a brand new shub bar to try to play this thing. Time to celebrate. Okay, break out the strings. These are GHS Custom Shop non-pedal lap steel E13 8 string. They go from 11, 14, 17, 18, 22, 30 wound, 34 wound, 36 wound. So these are light strings, and they regret that. But what I was reading, because of the extra long scale, that's a desirable thing. So we'll find out, and I'll live and learn, because I have no idea. It's the best place to hook a tuner on this unit. Let's see. And the knobs are isolated, I would guess. Let's see what happens. So you don't isolate it that much, huh? Alright. Let me get the tuning so I remember. Okay. There are a lot of opinions on steel guitar tuning, obviously. So I'm going to use the C6 tuning, and we're going to start with an A, C, E, G, A, C, E, G. And I don't know if that's right or not, but that's what we're going to start with. And I will try to. Oh, there's an A sharp. I got close. never held one of these. Well, that's not true. I held one similar on a dobro. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. So we will do that. It's supposed to be a 26-inch scale. And if we approximate that, oh yeah, it looks like I need to come out 1/4 inch. Okay, so that's going to loosen my strings because it's dropping down. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. And boy, isn't that convenient. Somebody was ingenious designing that. Kind of silly. And even then, well, see, I placed these pots here. My bad for placing the pots in the wrong spot, huh? Now that says I need to come out another 1/8, so I was probably closer to 3/8 off. We're going to go call that an 1/8 and shove that in. Let's shove that in. I'll go hold 1 inch here where it hits, and we're still short. Hits. That's really close. Okay, it's kind of lining up. Well, I am not liking this because my fat fingers stick down below the thing. Okay, we're going to call that good with the intonation and put this baby back. Put the volume knobs back on it. Here we are in my music room. All my junk is. I'm going to use a Ampeg Portabase little amplifier, but it's not the ideal amplifier. But we're going to turn it to we've already got a potential problem there. That doesn't hold very well. I'll leave it there and try it. Turn it on. Probably used. Works backwards from what I would expect. But it works. How to play this thing.
Sounds pretty interesting.
This is my official audition. Welcome back to Pappy's house. I got the 1953 Stringmaster lap steel Orphan put back together tonight. This is my first time playing a lap steel. Well, I've been practicing for 10 minutes, so that doesn't really count. I think I have the volume and tone controls backwards. So turning it clockwise turns it off, counterclockwise turns it up. Same with the tone. Clockwise turns it to the bridge pickup, which is more bass. Counterclockwise turns it to the neck. I'm sorry, I got that backwards. Clockwise turns it to the neck pickup. Counterclockwise turns it to the bridge pickup. That's all the way to the bridge, counterclockwise. Now we're going clockwise. So we're going to go somewhere in the middle. horrible for you professionals and experienced pickers. Little room for error up there. Feedback's appreciated. I may have to tighten up this little jack, but I'm very happy with how quiet it is. No hum.